Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 6.
Today marks the start of the busy summer boating season. Thousands of people travel to Southern Kentucky every Memorial Day weekend to spend time on Lake Cumberland. A devastating fire damaged one of the largest marinas on the lake Monday, and as WYMT's Phil Pendleton tells us, workers there scrambled to get the docks ready.
The fire Monday did not destroy the Conley Bottom Marina, but it did take away a number of summer traditions at the popular marina.
No bubblegum ice cream, no ice cream.
Joan Farabee says her grandchildren look forward to the promise of a tasty treat every year.
The restaurant, we always went to the restaurant. We always got ice cream. The first things that my granddaughter said to me when she found out, she texted me and said, "I am so sad."
The fire did destroy the place where that ice cream was served, along with a store and an office.
You ready? Okay.
Since then, workers scrambled to install a new gasoline dock and set up a new floating office.
We know Charlie and Fred from 30 years ago, and we are so fortunate to be able to call them our friends, and we will all come together and it will rebuild.
I mean, you know, how many people could you have a fire last week, and this week you've got people getting gas and being here and bringing their stuff in and just happy to be on the bottom.
All reservations will be honored and gasoline will be sold, but that bubblegum ice cream will probably have to wait another year. In Wayne County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Conley Bottom owners say they will remove the destroyed portions of the dock after all the insurance work is finished.
I am here live at the 89th annual Kentucky Mountain Laurel Festival, and it's just been a beautiful day here. And yes, you heard me say 89th annual. I can't believe this festival has been going on for many years, and I think this year might be one of the warmest on record just because those temperatures have been off the record over the past couple of days. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few of those. You'll notice those upper 80s to 90s in some spots. Those dew points that are a little bit warmer, making it feel pretty muggy out here as well. And as we go ahead and take a look at satellite and radar, you've noticed maybe a few clouds here and there, a few pop-up showers and storms, but most of us have stayed dry throughout the day. So we'll scan the skies now. We are seeing a pretty good clean sweep, but we're not going to be dealing with any of those rain chances really as we head into the overnight hours. We'll see those probably return as we head a little bit into your Saturday. But looking at US 119, US 23 and Jenkins, you'll notice really sunny skies over there, dry conditions as well. Just overall pretty calm day, but that humidity today, like I was talking about a minute ago, has been pretty miserable. Bad news is that continues as we head into your Saturday. Looks like we might get a little bit of relief as we head into the second half, or really the end of that Memorial Day weekend, and looking like that continues into your Tuesday as well. But what about those rain chances? Will that affect maybe if you're going out in the boat or the lake this summer? I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.
All right, thank you, Paige. Well, more people are expected to hit the roads this Memorial Day weekend than ever before. More than 37.5 million people are expected to be traveling. WYMT's Connor James is live along Interstate 75 in Laurel County, which is expected to be one of those busy roadways this weekend. Connor?
Steve, it's been a busy one out here today. Today and yesterday were the two biggest travel days, but more or less it's been smooth sailing today. People I talked to say they really haven't encountered much traffic and are really just ready for the weekend to kick off. Traffic along I-75 is relatively calm, despite experts expecting 2019 to be a record-setting year for Memorial Day weekend travel.
We left home about 6:30. Traffic has been fine.
Jacqueline Parker is traveling with her family as they make the trek from Atlanta to Cincinnati. She's like many who say traffic has been just fine.
So far, not bad. So we traveled about 180 miles and not too bad yet.
Russell Smith says this part of the voyage has been easy, but he knows how quickly things can change.
I'm waiting to get through Cincinnati and then I'll say.
Others out driving say the roads locally have been much busier. Aaron Kirk lives in London.
I do a lot of traveling for work as well, and watching your surroundings is very important, especially on a holiday weekend.
And he, like many, say they keep a watchful eye while driving, but still plan to relax.
Enjoy your Memorial Day weekend.
Thank you.
Have fun.
And enjoy the long weekend ahead. Steve, as always, troopers encourage everyone to drive safely. They're going to have extra patrols out along I-75 just because of that increased presence of travelers. And listen to this, though. AAA says out of all the places people can go, in the top 10 at number 8, Anchorage, Alaska is in the out of all the places, Anchorage, Alaska. A little fun fact for you, I guess. I'll have more later on. In Laurel County, Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
Maybe a little cooler up there in Anchorage, Connor. Thank you. Well, for those hitting the road, gas in Kentucky is 18 cents lower than the national average. In Kentucky, it's $2.66 right now. That's about 60 cents higher than around Christmas. Now, we've mapped out what you can expect across our viewing area. You will notice east of I-75, gas is higher than the rest of the mountains. You will find the lowest average in the state in Laurel County, where gas is about $2.45 a gallon. A sad end today to a search and rescue mission in Pike County. For 2 days, teams searched for a missing kayaker on the Leviza Fork of the Big Sandy River. This morning, they found him dead. WYMT's Macy Marie is in the newsroom with an update. Macy.
Steve, Kentucky State Police say they found Paris Andy Smith's body around 11 this morning while searching the river behind Big Lots and Coal Run. Investigators say the retired Marine went missing Wednesday night while kayaking with a group of friends. This marks the third drowning here in eastern Kentucky we've reported on just this week. Crews from all around the mountains helped in the search. They used numerous methods to search, including boats and dogs.
Sometimes that's the way it is. It just, no matter what you do, you can't change the outcome sometimes.
This was a major effort by every organization here. They all went out above and beyond the call.
Family members told us last night Smith really enjoyed the outdoors, whether it be kayaking or simply fishing. Smith was 47 years old. He has a daughter and also a son who is currently in the Marine Corps. Steve.
All right. Thank you, Macy. A Knox County grand jury has indicted 3 people for their part in a 2-state human trafficking case. It comes after a 16-year-old girl was found in the back of a U-Haul in Cincinnati. Tiffany Cheek is accused of luring the teen from her home. Police think Michael Nason raped the girl while she was locked in the truck. He's facing 2 counts of rape. Carl Hickman is still in jail in Ohio for drug charges. He's waiting to be extradited back to Kentucky. A pretrial conference is set for the end of June. A Pike County man is facing more than 20 child porn charges. Troopers arrested Eugene White after an undercover investigation. Investigators say they found out about him uploading images online. He's charged with 26 counts of distributing child pornography and 10 counts of possessing child pornography. State police are searching for a man suspected of killing his girlfriend in Whitley County this week. Vicky Connor was found dead inside a home on Wednesday night. Now investigators believe Nicholas Rucker shot and killed her. Olivia Russell tells us more about the investigation.
The Woodbine community in Whitley County is usually quiet, but neighbor TK Parks says that all changed Wednesday night when he heard a gunshot and Nicholas Rucker came out of the house.
And he's carrying a gun and he had blood all over him, like he was holding her.
Rucker's girlfriend Vicky Connor was found dead inside. The case was originally treated as a death investigation as police tried to figure out who pulled the trigger. Parks says Rucker claimed it was suicide.
Says, I can't believe it, Vicky shot herself. I can't believe that. I don't trust him.
Now, Kentucky State Police have named Rucker as the suspect in Connor's murder.
Police say they can't go into the evidence that points to Rucker, but the medical examiner has confirmed that Connor's death was a homicide.
There was enough evidence to believe that she was murdered.
They're now searching for Rucker, who was last seen by neighbors leaving the scene with a gun in his hand.
He run out of the trailer, and I didn't know which way he was going.
Investigators say people should be on high alert as Rucker is considered to be armed and dangerous.
You never know, what someone on the run may possibly be going through their head, what they're thinking.
In Whitley County,
I hope they catch Nick. I really do.
Olivia Russell, WKYT.
Police say they are not sure if the two had a history of domestic violence. Anyone with information is asked to call state police. A Clay County man is accused of DUI on an ATV. Both vehicles involved in the late night crash were pretty banged up. Deputies arrested Tommy Houston. They say he admitted to taking drugs on the day of the crash. He's facing several charges, including DUI and drug possession. The Kentucky Health Department wants to hear your thoughts about a controversial proposal banning artists from tattooing on scarred skin. There are a lot of questions surrounding this issue, like the definition of a scar and the motivation for the ban. The Kentucky Cabinet for Health and Family Services says regulations on scar tattoos have not been updated in 15 years. We sat down with a tattoo artist in Hazard about the possible changes.
I do agree wholeheartedly with updating of the regulations. It's been 15 years, it's long overdue, and I'm glad that they're taking the time to listen to suggestions from tattooers and from clients alike.
A public hearing is set for next Tuesday, May 28th in Frankfort. Public comments are being accepted through the end of the month. Former Miss America and now the Democratic Secretary of State candidate made her way to Jackson today. Heather French Henry joined veterans and members of the community at the Memorial Day events in downtown Jackson and Breathitt County. Henry defeated 3 other Democrats for the nomination in Tuesday's primary.
To whom much is given, much is required. We still have a lot of work ahead of us. I do feel like that office is a nonpartisan office to run, and I would be honored to be able to serve all citizens of the Commonwealth as Secretary of State.
Heather French Henry will be going up against Michael Adams in the November election.
Well, it's hot, it's humid, and here's a little bit of a sneak peek at that forecast. Looks like it continues for a little bit. I'll have a look at that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.
And many will likely brave the heat at the Mountain Laurel Festival this weekend. We'll show you some of the sights and sounds from today.